All right, good morning. I am recording. It'll probably be about a 10-minute lecture. Today is Thursday, the 26th of January. You are to take your second hands-on test today, that being on chapters 1 through 6. I sent an email out yesterday. But my internet connection kept dropping and coming back, and it happened in the afternoon too. So what I did was I went back and I retaped myself yesterday, going over. I did both pretests, the pretest for chapters 1 to 3 and the pretest for chapters 1 to 6. Afterwards, I went through the book in basically chapters 4 to 6, and let you know other things that you might have to be concerned with for the test. All right. And that is out there if you have an interest in seeing that. So again, the session, this is being taped, and you have until midnight tonight to complete the test and turn it in. Tomorrow will be our typical lab day, so there'll be no taping done. On Monday, I hope to have everything graded, and we will go on. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing Monday. It won't be a test or anything like that. I wouldn't do that to you. All right. But we'll do on Monday, I guess, on Monday. All right. So with that said, before I go through the test, I also sent you a quick little email with this in there. You're making a landing page for this particular test. And basically a landing page, as it says, is a standalone one web page that a lot of times a user will land on if they see an email ad or something like that. Somebody says, hey, you got to check this out. Click here to get a free ebook or something like that. All right. Now, I just do want to tell you this, and that is with this test, these are tests that were made up by other faculty members. I did go in and make some changes to it. I'm going to show you the changes that I made. All right. You may want to take down this email address. I can put it out there otherwise as well. But if you go out, and I'll leave this up for a minute, to http:// go to greatwall.weebly.com, and you probably again only need this. So go to greatwall.weebly.com. You will come out to this. And this is that Great Wall restaurant. Okay. Now, what the difference between my test, the one I'm giving you right now, and the one that they did in St. Louis, there were two differences. Number one, they let you create your own landing page. It didn't have to be for Great Wall. It could be for any restaurant, but they didn't want it to be a chain restaurant. So that was number one. And number two, he actually had you do some bootstrap in there, and I don't know why, because we haven't talked about bootstrap yet. So I pulled that out. So you're making a one-page site. That's it. All right. There's not a lot in here about, oh, it should look like this. Oh, it should look like this. There are things you are to do, but I'm hoping everybody's looks a lot different. So you will come in, you can still go in and create yourself just like we have been doing. Go ahead and create a folder, call that folder Hot2. In that folder, you'll have an index.html file. In that folder, you'll have a CSS folder with a styles.css file in it. In that folder, you'll probably have an images folder, etc. All right. And then in that index.html file, you will put in there, as it says, a header section. That header section will include the stuff you now see in gray. So in other words, that is 5, 10, 15 out of your 100 points. You must put in the name of the restaurant, a link to their menu, and you can go to that link from that email address I gave you before. You have to use the target equal blank, link to them on Google Maps. And if you say, I don't know how to do that, just go out to Google Maps or some map program where you can basically, you can put in that address. All right. And it'll give you a link to it. You can link to it from anywhere. I don't care where you link to it from. And again, use another target equal blank underscore blank for that. Give the header a light colored solid background. So that'll be the background color. put a 1 pixel solid border around it. You can choose the colors on both of those. All right. And then set the text color to something contrasting. I don't want this to be white and black. Please don't do that. All right. Then in your main section, that's going to be where most of your stuff is. First thing you are to do is to add a div. The area with 100% page width and 20% view height. Now you say, well, we didn't talk about view height. Yes, we did. And if you're confused, just look it up online, okay? And in that thing with 20% view height, as it says right there, you'll add a background image to this. Okay, I went over how to do that yesterday. You will set the text color to, again, a contrasting color of the image. So if it's a lighter image, you'll make darker text, darker image, lighter text. Include the name of the restaurant in an H1 tag. Include the restaurant's phone number. Do that using a tel link. Again, I showed how to do that yesterday. Now this is new. Add a geo link so that users can open the address in their navigation app on mobile devices. If you do click on here, it'll show you how to do it. All right. And just if you make an attempt, you'll get the points. All right. Then from the menu. Now, if you do go out to the site and you click on menu, here it shows. Okay. So you can cut these off and make these into 5 different pictures. How would you do that? Well, as an example, if you want to do it this way, I'm going to hit my print screen key, and then I'm going to come in here and do a paint and paints that in. All right. And then I could up into 5 different pictures if I wanted to. You probably won't want to do it that way because what you're asked to do is you're asked to do some floating in here and around each of these images. All right, you are supposed to do some stuff, so to speak. Just do the best you can on this. Again, I wouldn't have written the test this way, but I'm trying. I have been accused in the past by some of the other instructors of, for lack of better words, kind of going rogue. And they didn't like the fact that my tests are quite a bit different than their tests. So I've been roped back in, and that's why I'm doing it this way. All right. This section, as it says, give it a light gradient. We went over that. For the map, all right, it says include an embedded map for the restaurant. And if you go into this again, it'll explain what to do. All right. Again, give the section a solid background, contrasting color. The other stuff, this is pretty much stuff we've done before. A footer with a copyright in there. All right. Right now, I don't know why I said 2021, but yeah, just I don't even that doesn't make any sense. He had a picture of what he wanted in there before. I didn't like it, but this is something they did back a couple of years ago. Replace the name of the restaurant, put the name of the restaurant in there, center it. You can read the rest of the stuff and then validate. And then notice, because when I added it up, to me, it only added up to 95. So I said 5 points will be given or deducted based on how professional the page looks. What does that mean? That means, again, if you make everything a white background with black text, that's not minding what you've been told in here as far as background colors and text colors, etc. So you'd lose 5 points for that. All right. Now, if you have any questions, I will be online. All right. I'm not going to be in Teams, but I can be if I need to. But I will be online from this morning from now, 8:05 when class started until noon. Then I have my afternoon class. In addition, for those of you who take the test at night, all right. For those of you who take the test at night, I will be online tonight. I'll check my computer every 15 to 30 minutes, and I'll be online until either 9 or 10 o'clock. Now, some of you last time, and I didn't take off. I will this time. I don't want it. I don't want you to give it to me tomorrow at this time. I want this turned in by midnight. If you were taking this class in St. Louis, you'd have 4 hours to take the test. I can't do it that way because of the crowd that we have. We have only one person live right now. which means the rest of the class will be watching this tape, all right, or just doing the test without the tape, but you have until midnight. And as far as I'm concerned, if you turn in your test, if your test is turned in after midnight, you will lose points. I can't tell you yet how many, but you will lose some points. All right, Grant, not to put you on the spot, but you being the only one here, do you have any questions on anything I just went over?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, again, if anybody does, feel free to email me, okay? I'm gonna move my computer from one room to the other right now, all right? Because I've got two rooms that I actually record in, and the one I'm in right now, the lighting isn't as good, so I'm gonna move that, so that'll take me 2 or 3 minutes, but other than that, I will be online until noon with you guys, all right? Good luck, talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye.